welcome. I would get ready to be bored of this background because I actually really love all the places in my house, but since this is the only section of my kitchen that is decorated, prepare to see a lot. It's just gonna be what it is. Today I'm gonna make sourdough dinner rolls because it is a great side to add to whatever party you're going to, if you know how to make sourdough. Honestly though, if you don't, and you know how to bake with yeast, I bet that that's equally as good. But that's not what this video is about. So I'm gonna stay focused and on topic. Sourdough dinner rolls, I've been making them now for pretty much every family holiday gathering, and then some other gatherings too, for 2 years now. The first time I made it was 2 years ago, Thanksgiving. They were a hit and they've been a hit ever since. So if you're looking for a side for your party for you to bring and you know how to use sourdough, this is a really good one. This is a really good one. Also, there are recipes out there for sourdough Hawaiian rolls, but that's not what this video is about either. So let's just go ahead and jump right in and get to it. So the first thing you want to start with is warming up your milk. I'm just pouring mine into a pan here because we don't actually have a microwave. So while that's warming on the stove, I'm putting my sourdough starter in, and then I'm going to add the flour to that. So then once that milk is warm, I'm going to pour that in, and then I'm going to also melt the butter on the stove. And then I'll add the eggs and the butter. I didn't actually have to measure the butter in here because I measured it with the markings on the stick, but it does help the honey slide out, as you could just see there. So I like to pour it into the measuring cup first, and then you'll add your salt. And then I just put mine on the stand mixer and I let it go until it's fully combined into a smooth dough. So this is my dinner roll, my doubled dinner roll dough. That's the word I'm looking for. And it's just gonna sit until this evening, which will be somewhere between 10 and 12 hours. And then I will roll them out tonight and they will rise in their little dinner roll shape overnight, and then they will bake in the morning. And they are for a party that we're having at work tomorrow. So I'll bake them in the morning and just take them to work, and everybody will love them. It's a great idea for any Christmas parties you have coming up, or just Christmas Day or Christmas Eve. They're just really good. I get complimented on them all the time. They're easier than bread to me because you just mix all this stuff together, and then you just let it sit. It's so easy. There's no like stretching and folding, although I don't mind that. I'm used to sourdough at this point, but I'm just saying, easy, yummy, do it. I'll see you tonight. So now I'm just splitting this dough up as evenly as possible into 32 pieces because I did double the recipe, so that's how many rolls I'm making today. So I like to divide it into 4 or 2 if you're only making a single recipe, and then divide each of those pieces into 8. Now you can see there what I'm showing you is that you're trying to build tension on top of the roll so that the top is smooth. It's not the end of the world if you don't get there, but that's just how they rise nice and look like rolls. So that's what I'm doing now, and then I'm putting them into my greased pans, and they're gonna rise overnight. if you have let them rise overnight, they are good to bake. But a good test to make sure is to just poke in the side of one of the rolls, and if it does not spring back, that is actually what you want. That's how you know it is proved enough. So this is after they bake, and then I like to brush the top with butter. I think actually the recipe calls for that, and it just keeps them nice and soft, and it keeps the tops from getting crunchy, I think is the best term. So this is the finishing touch. Back again. So pretty easy, pretty simple, pretty straightforward. It seemed intimidating to me before I started. I remember actually the first time I made them, I also made a regular sourdough loaf to bring, and that was also my first time making that pumpkin shape, which was atrocious. Actually, I think the bread was a worse turnout even than the rolls were. And that was supposed to be like my backup if the rolls didn't turn out, but they did. So just know, if you're intimidated to start this, or if you feel like I can't do that, or that's a lot of work, it's some work. That's obvious. Like, sourdough is always some kind of work, but it's really not. And once you get the hang of it, it's really, really not. So hopefully this helped you with that and helped you see that you can do it. And hopefully you make them and people enjoy them. Hopefully you make them, because if you do, I know people will enjoy them. I hope you enjoyed this video, this Vlogmas day. And if you enjoyed it, you can like it and subscribe it. And you can come back tomorrow for my next adventure.